Imagine a world where your electricity bill doesn't just shrink, it vanishes. Now, picture this. The sunlight falling on your home isn't just a fleeting natural phenomenon, but a powerful, renewable energy source working tirelessly for you. Solar panels have emerged as a revolutionary solution to two pressing modern challenges: rising energy costs and the climate crisis. By harnessing the sun's rays, these panels convert solar energy into electricity, providing clean power for your home while slashing your monthly utility expenses. But how do they turn sunlight into savings? And is it possible for your home to become entirely energy independent? Stick around as we explore how solar panel technology makes this dream achievable. The environmental impact of switching to solar energy is undeniable. Every single panel installed contributes to reducing greenhouse gas emissions by replacing energy traditionally produced with fossil fuels. Consider this. Just one residential solar installation can reduce carbon emissions equivalent to planting over 150 trees every year. Additionally, as global temperatures rise and extreme weather events become more common, transitioning to renewable sources like solar doesn't just help the planet. It future-proofs energy systems against rising costs linked to fossil fuel shortages. What if a simple home upgrade gave you the power to reduce your carbon footprint significantly, all while conserving natural resources? Beyond the environmental advantages lies an equally compelling financial incentive. Thanks to advancements in technology and government incentives like tax credits or rebates, installing solar panels can be more affordable than ever. Did you know that households equipped with solar panels save an average of 50 to 70% on electricity costs annually? In fact, some homes produce more energy than they consume, resulting in utility companies paying homeowners for their excess power. The potential to generate income from sunlight isn't just science fiction, it's already happening. What would you do with the money you save every month if your energy expenses dropped to nearly zero? At the heart of every solar panel is a fascinating piece of technology called the solar cell, which works like a tiny power generator. The magic starts with sunlight, more specifically, photons, which are tiny packets of energy that travel from the sun to Earth every day. When sunlight hits a solar cell, these photons collide with particles called electrons inside the cell's silicon material. This collision gives the electrons enough energy to break free, creating movement. Think of it like shaking a soda can. When you pop the top, the energy from the shake causes the liquid to burst out. In the case of solar cells, the movement of electrons generates an electric current. This is what we call the photovoltaic effect, and it's the foundation of how solar energy works. Now, to make the process more efficient, solar cells are designed with two layers, each with opposite electrical charges, one positive and one negative, similar to the poles of a magnet. When the freed electrons move through these charged layers, they create an electric field that directs their flow. You can imagine this like a busy highway. The electric field ensures the electrons flow in a single, organized direction, which is critical for creating usable electricity. This flow of electrons is captured as direct current, or DC. But there's a catch. Your home doesn't run on DC power. It uses alternating current, or AC, so the electricity is sent through a device called an inverter. The inverter acts like a translator, converting DC into AC so it can power everything from your fridge to your favorite gadgets. Finally, solar panels are grouped together to form arrays, and the electricity they produce is combined, either to power your home directly or to be stored in a battery system for later use. Any excess electricity often flows back into the grid, earning you credits in many systems, a setup commonly known as net metering. Think of this process like your household garden. The panels are the plants that harvest sunlight. The inverter is like the kitchen that preps it for use, and the grid is like your friendly neighbor exchanging homegrown veggies with you. In the end, solar panels don't just generate energy. They create a sustainable, cost-saving ecosystem for your home and the planet. When it comes to converting sunlight into electricity, modern solar panels have come a long way in terms of efficiency. On average, today's high-quality solar panels operate at an efficiency rate of 17% to 22%, meaning they can convert that percentage of sunlight into usable energy. Some cutting-edge models even push these limits, exceeding 23%. While that might seem modest at first glance, It's worth noting that earlier solar panel models from the 1980s barely achieved 10% efficiency. Thanks to significant advancements in materials like monocrystalline silicon and improved engineering designs, homeowners can now capture more energy from the same amount of sunlight than ever before. One common concern for people considering solar panels is whether their performance will diminish significantly over time. The good news? Most solar panels are built to last. Manufacturers typically guarantee that panels will retain about 80% to 90% of their original efficiency even after 25 years of use. This gradual decline in performance, often referred to as the degradation rate, has improved over the years as well. Modern panels degrade at a rate of only 0.5% or less annually. This means that even after decades, your panels will still be highly effective at generating electricity. And what about durability? Solar panels are engineered to endure a range of harsh environmental conditions, from extreme heat to heavy snow and even hailstorms. Rigorous testing ensures they can withstand high wind speeds and impacts, making them one of the most resilient renewable technologies available for residential use. For added peace of mind, most systems come with warranties lasting 20 to 25 years, covering repairs or replacements for any manufacturing defects. Combined with minimal maintenance needs, typically just occasional cleaning, solar panels are a reliable and long-lasting investment in both energy savings and sustainability. One of the most compelling reasons homeowners are investing in solar panels is the potential to significantly lower or completely eliminate electricity bills. Solar panels generate their own electricity by converting sunlight into usable power, drastically reducing reliance on traditional, grid-supplied electricity. If your panels produce enough energy to meet your household needs, your electricity costs can drop to zero. In fact, many homeowners with solar installations report savings of hundreds of dollars annually, while larger systems powering energy-intensive homes can save thousands. These reductions aren't just immediate, they accumulate, providing long-term financial relief as energy prices continue to rise. Let's take a closer look at average savings over time. On average, homeowners can save between $5,000 and $15,000 within the first 5 years of switching to solar. After 10 years of sustained savings, this figure typically grows to $15,000 to $30,000, depending on electricity rates and energy usage. Over a 25-year period, the approximate lifespan of a modern solar panel, many households report saving upwards of $40,000 to $80,000. These substantial savings make solar panels not just a tool for environmental benefits, but a smart financial choice as well. Regional variations in sunlight intensity and local electricity costs can impact these numbers, but the overarching takeaway remains clear. Solar energy pays dividends that far outweigh the initial investment. Beyond monthly savings, solar energy provides an impressive return on investment (ROI). The average solar panel system costs between $15,000 and $25,000 before incentives like tax credits and rebates, which can reduce this cost by up to 30%. Most homeowners see their system pay for itself within 7 to 12 years of installation, leaving decades to enjoy clean, free energy. Compared to other home improvement projects, solar panels offer one of the most impactful ROIs by directly reducing an ongoing expense while increasing property value. For environmentally conscious homeowners, it's a win-win, a greener planet and a healthier wallet. One of the most impactful ways governments encourage the adoption of solar energy is through tax incentives. The Federal Solar Investment Tax Credit, ITC, allows homeowners to deduct a significant percentage of their solar panel installation costs from their federal taxes. As of 2023, this credit sits at 30%, making it one of the most generous policies for solar adoption. For example, if the total cost of your solar system is $20,000, the ITC could reduce your tax burden by $6,000, cutting your upfront cost by nearly one-third. Additionally, many states offer their own tax incentives or exemptions, such as property tax breaks for homes with solar installations. These programs not only reduce the cost barrier, but can also increase the appeal of going solar for environmentally conscious homeowners. State and local rebate programs are another key resource for lowering initial costs. Rebates work by giving homeowners direct financial incentives after a solar system is installed and operational. Take the example of California's Self-Generation Incentive Program, SGIP, which provides rebates aimed at solar plus battery storage systems. The savings from such rebates can range from hundreds to even thousands of dollars, depending on the size and scope of the project. Renters can also benefit from shared solar programs, sometimes called community solar, which allow multiple participants to subscribe to a local solar project and receive credits on their electricity bills without the need for individual installations. Programs like New York's New York Sun Initiative and Colorado's Community Solar Gardens are great starting points for exploring such options. Subsidized financing options and no upfront cost programs further level the playing field for those wanting to switch to solar. Many states partner with banks and other institutions to provide low-interest loans specifically for solar installations. For instance, the clean energy financing programs in Maryland and Connecticut help spread the cost over manageable monthly payments while users begin saving on energy bills immediately. Additionally, power purchase agreements, PPAs, and solar leasing are becoming increasingly popular. These models allow homeowners to install solar panels with little to no upfront cost, while either paying a fixed monthly rate or purchasing electricity produced by the system at a rate lower than traditional utilities. This approach is ideal for people who want the benefits of solar energy without taking on ownership responsibilities or outright costs. Let's start by addressing one of the biggest advantages of solar energy: its ability to shield you from rising electricity rates. Traditional energy costs aren't static. They increase year over year, largely due to inflation, fuel price volatility, and grid maintenance expenses. According to a study by the U.S. Energy Information Administration, residential electricity prices have been climbing at an average rate of about 2 to 3% annually. Meanwhile, solar energy offers a fixed cost solution. Once your panels are installed, your energy production essentially comes at no additional cost, effectively locking in your rates for the next 25 years or more. But what about the upfront investment in solar panels? While it's true that installing solar does require an initial expense, the long-term financial benefits often outweigh the costs. Various studies have shown that homeowners can save tens of thousands of dollars over the lifespan of their solar system. For example, in a state like California, where electricity rates are among the highest in the U.S., a typical household could save an estimated $40,000 over 20 years by switching to solar. And thanks to declining panel costs and ongoing government incentives, the payback period for solar installations is now shorter than ever, often just 6 to 8 years. Finally, let's consider the environmental cost of traditional energy sources, which are still reliant on fossil fuels. Electricity generated from coal, natural gas, or oil comes with hidden expenses: greenhouse gas emissions, air pollution, and their societal impacts. By contrast, solar panels leverage the clean, abundant energy of the sun to produce zero emissions during operation. This means that beyond the financial gains, switching to solar supports global efforts to combat climate change while reducing your own household's carbon footprint. The result? A win-win scenario for both your wallet and the planet. Meet the Thompsons, a family of 4 living in sunny Arizona. Before going solar, their monthly electricity bill averaged around $250, an amount that only seemed to climb year after year. Frustrated by the costs and eager to reduce their environmental impact, the Thompsons installed a 7-kilowatt solar system on their rooftop. The upfront cost was partially offset by state and federal incentives, reducing their net expenses by nearly 30%. Fast forward 2 years, and their electricity bills have dropped to around $20 per month on average, covering minimal grid access charges. Over 25 years, the Thompsons are projected to save more than $50,000, all while significantly lowering their household's carbon footprint. Another inspiring story comes from Anna, a school teacher in Oregon who opted for community solar due to the lack of rooftop space in her rented apartment. Through a shared solar program, Anna purchased energy credits from a nearby solar farm. Within the first year, she saw her electricity costs cut by nearly 40%. Not only did this provide her immediate financial relief, but it also empowered her to support local renewable energy initiatives. Anna describes the program as a game changer, noting how it allowed her to align her budget with her values without having to make alterations to her living space. One final case study involves a retired couple, the Hendersons, who live in a rural Texas home. They invested in a battery-integrated solar system to pair with their already efficient panels, aiming for complete energy independence. This system not only eliminated their $200 monthly electricity bill, but also ensured they had backup power during occasional grid outages, a common occurrence in their area due to storms. Their investment paid for itself within 8 years, and now, every kilowatt hour they generate feels like money in the bank. The peace of mind offered by their system has been invaluable, with the couple praising it as the best retirement investment they've made. Switching to solar energy isn't just a gesture toward a greener future. It's a proven route to sustainable cost savings and energy independence. By reducing or even eliminating electricity bills, solar panels empower homeowners to take control of their energy expenses while simultaneously reducing their greenhouse gas footprint. Over the course of their 25-plus-year lifespan, solar panels pay for themselves many times over, proving to be a sound financial investment for most households. But beyond the dollars and cents, opting for solar power means contributing to a cleaner world and playing an active role in combating climate change, a difference that benefits not just your home, but the entire planet. If you're ready to explore the possibility of going solar, start by doing some research into reputable solar providers in your area. Look for companies with strong customer reviews, comprehensive warranties, and transparent pricing structures. Many providers offer free consultations, where they assess your energy usage, roof suitability, and local climate data to help determine the best system for your specific needs. Be sure to ask about financing options, including leasing versus ownership, and clarify how incentives like federal tax credits or state-level rebates apply to your situation. Partnering with the right provider ensures a smooth transition to solar, from installation to maintenance. Finally, take the time to evaluate your options. Compare quotes from multiple providers, review their warranties, and calculate your expected return on investment. Think long-term. What will your energy savings look like in 10, 20, or even 30 years? By making an informed decision, you can feel confident about your solar system's ability to meet your energy needs for decades. Solar adoption represents a smart, forward-thinking choice for both your household and the environment. So, take that first step. Start researching solar solutions today and join the millions of others who've already embraced the power of renewable energy to save money and reduce their carbon footprint.